Hey YouTube, I'm Kyra and welcome to my channel. So we're about to get real and I'm sorry for this shadow behind me. We'll do better next time. Let's talk about something super real that a lot of people struggle with, and that is adjusting to the post-grad lifestyle. I graduated from Mizzou in May of 2018 and I got a degree in journalism. So that's what I was doing. And for me, post-grad has been a roller coaster. You're kind of towing back and forth between those two ideas, like, oh my God, I'm running out of time and I'm comparing my journey to other journeys. And then, oh no, I'm 22. The world is my oyster. I have nothing to worry about. It's like you flip back and forth between those two emotions a lot. But when you let discouragement and self-doubt kind of get in your brain, it starts to control everything. And it's really hard to conquer with all that dead weight on your back. It's hard to fight like that. Let go of the pressures that you put on yourself. So don't compare your journey to other people's journeys, and don't write down your plans in permanent ink. And that will help you with your happiness, your overall quality of life. Another thing, during those moments that you are unemployed, the best thing you can do is get busy, because an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So I set my alarm for 9 a.m. every day. I am not saying that I wake up at 9 a.m. every day, because I absolutely do not. But I set my alarm early so that I can wake my body up earlier most days. Because when you're not in school anymore, you don't have homework, you feel so, even with a job, you're like, what do I do? Like, what do I do now? Get hobbies, volunteer, give back with your time. Just because it's not what you imagined doesn't mean it's not a good opportunity to take. While I wasn't working, I created so many recipes. I enjoy cooking. I started decorating cookies and cakes. I learned how to do acrylic nails by myself. I started, experimenting with different hairstyles. I did a lot of binge watching TV and stuff too, which is not, productive, but very entertaining. At the end of the day, your sole life purpose is not to work a 9 to 5. That's not it. Like, you are so much more than a job. There's gonna be something like your work-life balance is off and you can't figure out how to fix it. The list of problems goes on and on. And at the end of the day, the most important thing or question that it leads back to is, who am I and what is my purpose here? How do I fulfill that purpose right now, today? Because I think a lot of times it's so easy to say, like, well, when I'm in my 30s, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna have it all figured out. It's gonna be set. My career is gonna be booming. I'm gonna be married. I'm gonna have kids. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be living in my dream city, in my dream home, driving my dream car, and I won't have anything to worry about. It just will click. Like, I'll just know. Like, growth is hard and painful and takes time. So at some point, you gotta put in that time. You have to put in that energy into yourself to figure out who I am, what I'm worth, what I need to be doing, and how I can do that today. One of the most important things I'm learning is that every stage of life is a blessing. Life may seem to lack luster a little bit, so it can get hard to appreciate the time you're in, because it's like, what am I appreciating? It sucks. Like, there's nothing to appreciate, but that's always the wrong answer. There's always something to appreciate about where you're at in life. No matter how many of your dreams come true and how many of your desires come to fruition, if your happiness has not been sparked up internally, it won't matter. You'll feel the same. You'll feel the same lack of purpose and unfulfillment and dullness as ever. It's not that it goes away. It's not like, oh, now that you are grateful, here are all the things you asked for. Thanks for being grateful. Thanks for playing the game. Like, no, that's not how it works. You may still be in the same like sucky situation. The circumstances around you don't necessarily change, but your feelings in spite of the circumstances, that's what changes. That's what gets you through the day now. Now you're not feeling so down and out. You don't have all that weight on your back, so it's easier to fight. I had a lot of friends who were really upset about having internships and not job titles, you know, like, and yeah, typically, not even all the time, but typically, you know, a full-time job is going to come with benefits. And, you know, it's fine to know you deserve that and that you should be receiving that. But a lot of times it's like, you're not pressed because you don't have the dental health care plan. Like, that's not why you're upset. You're upset because you want to be able to say that I have this do title at so-and-so company instead of being able to say, oh, I'm an intern at so-and-so company. And at that point, it's like, honey, you're going to get up and you're going to get to work at 9 and leave at 5, no matter what your title is. Get the opportunities you need to develop the experience you will need, and wherever the gaps are, fill them yourself. Like, you're way more talented than you think you are. Always be free and open to doing whatever you want to do, but just make sure you're doing it for you and not to impress or depress anybody else around you or anybody watching. To sum it all up, my tips for people who are graduating and going through the post-grad blues would be: never compare your journey to anyone else's. Be okay with your plans for yourself changing over time. Keep yourself busy when you're not working. Keep that healthy work-life balance. And do what you want to do for you and no one else. That's it. 5 tips. 5 tips. And just the overall umbrella thing, no matter what the stage is or where you end up in life and at what time, always remember that happiness is internal and not external. No matter what you get or don't get, your happiness has to start and thrive within. You'll figure it out. You'll be fine. Yeah, that's all I have today. Thank you for listening. I hope that this helps someone who's going through the post-grad blues right now. I'm still learning things too, so if you have tips to share, please comment them below. I would love to read them. And yeah, thank you. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all soon. Mwah.